Hello and welcome. Look at the size of it. This is the biggest haul I have ever had. And these are all small items, not huge items. Obviously, Christmas tree, hat, a little gnome and some ornaments out there. Yes, it is almost Christmas. Yes, we are getting very Christmassy, so a lot of this are Christmas-based items. Buddy, are you going to come and say hello? No? There he goes, walking round and round circles. So, let us start. Open the box. And our first item. Can't open it. And we have here the classic of mountains and seas. These are brain rot cards. Now I'm not going to open these. These are all gold cards, gold ones, yes? So not your normal brain rot cards. These are all gold. The whole pack is gold. These are £3. As you can guess, this will be a gift for somebody. So I'll put this up here. If there is anything you'd like more of a description on or want to know more about, please ask and I will do that for you. And here we go. Next up we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 brain rot straws. All different characters, all different styles. Hold on, let me move you closer because yes, I've tried to put the tree in, but you're way over there. So let's bring it closer so I can show you more. Right, there you go. Right, so there we are. Now you've just got my ugly mug. There we go. Look at these little beauties. All different brain rot characters. $2.99 that was, and as I say, there was 1, 2, there is 10 in there. That's a bargain. Bargain with 10 straws. So, especially since you can't get straws anymore. And we have up next, this was £2. I bought this because if you watch some of my other shorts or even videos, you will see the Grinch. He is around, he is appearing, and he needs more of a Grinchmas hat. So we've gone with green for the Grinch. This was $2.99. I'm sure the Grinch will love wearing the green Grinchmas hat. So there we go, so that's that. Rubbish on the floor. And next up we have, what do we go with next? These little beauties. These cost me £8. Now I got these because at the moment the Grinch is wearing slippers with Santa on them. Yes. Now the Grinch doesn't mind because he loves having Santa under his shoe because the Grinch rules, not Santa, according to the Grinch, obviously. But with that in mind, the Grinch needs better footwear. So for £7, I think it's £7, yes, it was £7, discounted to £5 because I'd spent a certain amount of money. We have, what is that in there? Thought that was the heel. Look at the size of that. Free bit of plastic. Fantastic. And there's another one in this boot. There we go. There's another bit. There, I'm sure someone can make something out of that. That means there'll be one in this boot. But these are fur lined. Yes, extra warm in this time of year. Something like that. And there they are. These little beauties with the fur on the top. That's them inside. Size 11. £5 with a discount. These will, with the hat, be seen by wearing with the Grinch. So, as I say, please check out my other videos of the Grinch. There are going to be many more because Christmas is coming and he keeps appearing at random areas around here. Yeah, and he will appear with lots of other people. Right, so here we go. There are your brain rot cards. These are your normal brain rot cards, your standard collectible cards. Loads and loads and loads of them. It cost me £4 and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So 15 packs. Yeah? All those brain rot lovers out there are going to go mental for these. So they will go out there with the other brain rot cards. We move on to this. We now have a box. What could be in the box? Good question. Because I don't know. I can't remember. I ordered so much. I've got about 8 more Temu balls due in the next week. And obviously these will be stacked up in and across Christmas. So there we go. So that's that out. Well, it's going to be awkward because I am going to make one heck of a mess and then I will have to hoover. Because my wife, the other Grinch, will go mad. Right, so here we go. This cost me, it was originally £14. Well, it's a lot of money for a funky mug. But then they reduced it, and in the end I paid £6. So we have this honey pot mug, shaped like a honey pot, a stack of waffles, should I say, with maple on the top. But it also comes with a little lid with a bit of butter on the top. So that goes in there. proper mug. Look at that. Fantastic. Keep your drinks warm with that lid on. So that's what we have there. So once again, another present. I'll wrap the lid up because it will only smash with my clumsy fingers. That go in there and put the lid on. Boom. Locked tight. As best as I can do it anyway. Right, that can go in that box. Lovely little mug. And next, another big box. Bag's still got, I don't know, at least 15, 20 items in it. There's a lot in here today. So let's have a look. Do you want to have a look, dog? I haven't got nothing for you today. He was lucky. He had his advent calendar about 5 minutes before we come on. So he is more than happy. Loves an advent calendar. Oh yes, this is what I got for me. Those of you that have seen previous shorts and videos know that I do like gonks. And look at that. That is my new gonk Christmas coffee mug. You know, look at the size of it. That's a proper style drink. Look at that. Loads of gonks. Very Christmassy. Oh, makes me happy just looking at it. That can go up there next to the gonks. There we go. There's the mug. The box is still empty. I'll stick that over there with the rubbish. Right, and we go deeper. And we have another mug. Right, now these mugs, I've seen them all over TikTok. I've seen them everywhere, and they vary in price from £20 down to about 7 or 8. But I took a chance, got one on Temu, right? Because on Temu, this was only a £5. So way cheaper than some of your TikTok shops. But there it is. Looks like a camera lens. I'm sure all of you have seen this by now on the TikTok shop. It is a plasticky cup. So, but let's take the lid off if I can do it. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it's metal inside. There you go. So it's a proper beaker that will keep drinks warm. It's even got a lens. Look at that. That actually looks like a proper lens. I'm quite impressed with that. Doesn't do nothing to my eyes. But there we go. So I put that back on. It screws in. And there we go. Look at that. Any camera enthusiast, that's fantastic. I really like that. You know, a £5, it's a bargain. Bottom doesn't do anything. And that goes in there. And that'll also be put away. Right, so that's that one done. Next, let's go deep again. What have we got here? Another funny shaped box. And in here we have all of those people out there. Oh, here we go. £2, yeah? 6'7", 6'7" football flask. There you go. Perfect for when you're out playing football and training. 6'7". Yes, 6'7" is everywhere right now. Even the Grinch on one of my shorts can do 6'7". So there we go. On a Merry Christmas, 6'7". There we are. That's it. That's it. Might be old, but still know how to do it. Right, there we go. So that one goes down there. Next we have another pack of these. There's 15 in there again. I've shown you them already, so they can go up there. And we have now, here we go. We have, this is a brain rot pencil case with a sharpener, a rubber. Let me get out of the packet. I'm just trying to look through it. I can't even see properly myself. So anyway, God, this hat is hot. Do not wear a Christmas jumper and a hat indoors because you get hot. Right, so here we go. There's your brain rot pencil case. There's a little insert. Has that got anything on it? No, I thought it might be stickers. That would have been cool. But there's your brain rot picture. Take all these bits out and then I'll put them all back in. So I'll put the insert back in first. And we have 2 pencils unsharpened, but there is a sharpener. And there's these little caps to go over the pencils to protect them so you don't break your leg. That's quite clever, because when I was a kid at school, they were always getting broke or nicked. And then there's a little brain rot rubber. And then we also have a brain rot ruler. Fantastic. Yeah, brain rot. Oh, hello. Does it do something? Did it move? It did move. Oh, there we go. It extends to a full length. Oh, I'm so happy now. Look at that. That's made my day. Lots of different shapes. Full length ruler, folds back down, boom. And it's got a serrated edge. Look at that. If I had hair, I could actually comb it. Right, there we go. So that's that. This was like £1.29. Super cheap for your brain rot goodies. Right, there we go. There is still enough time if in the next week or so you order your stuff from Temu, and it will come in time. You know, I looked yesterday and that would have been 7th, 6, 7. You know, on the 7th, and I noticed that I can have delivery right up to the 17th. So it's about 10 days later. So effectively, you can go almost up to the 24th if you order on the 14th. You've got another week. Same again, ton more brain rot cards, all different ones. Same price again. Okay, I've got loads because I've got a lot of people to buy them for. And when the Grinch goes out and about on mobile, occasionally he gives them away when he sees people. So, and here we go. We have the female version. 6, 7. Couple of quid again. Donut style, ice cream style. Perfect for drinking out of. And a great little stocking filler at a couple of pounds. There's that one. And we move on to, fell over, put it over there. Now my next item. We have moved on to a brain rot PE bag. These vary, and you get different types, but they vary from £1.29 up to about £2.99. So I've got 3 in here, 3 different ones, depending on the picture you want. There we go. Tung tung tusaur. Tung tung suhu. There we go. I'm not up with the brain rot. I don't know the names of the characters, but that's tung tung suhu. Next one. Oh, I'm looking out the window, and I actually have a parcel due any second from Royal Mail. So in a second the doorbell will go, the dog will go doolally tap, and I'll have to sort it out. There we go. There's the next brain rot bag. Another good one. Same again. There we go. So dog's on one. So I'll leave it a second, see if I need it. Oh, now I have to get the door. Last brain rot bag. Tung 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 suhur. There we go. And that's that. Right, gonna get the door. Won't be a second. Right. Fantastic. They just left it in the porch, which is great to dog don't go out. It's another Temu thing. So I am going to lamp this parcel in with this lot because this is Temu. I know what that is. This is the daddy of gifts. You wait and see. I'm hoping it looks as good as it did in the picture. But with Temu, sometimes it's a bit of a gamble. Anyway, this is my 3rd bottled flask. Slightly different design from the other 2. Same again. 6, 7. There we go. So, as you can see, brain rot and 6, 7 are the theme at the moment. Right, that go back in there. You alright, dog? There's nothing there for you. They've been and gone. I'm sorry you can't see. Now we're going on to another flask. $2.99 again. I'm not even going to take this out. This is, see if I can get the name right, Ballerina Cappuccino. Cappuccino. Ballerina Cappuccino. There we go. That was the same again. Couple of pounds. So, a brain rot flask. Now, I'll dig in here and find another one. There's another one. And there's another one. These are all the same price. Lini Larilla. Lirily Larilla. What a name. There we go. Lirily Larilla. Whoever that chap is. It's a cross between watermelons, Infant Jesus sandals with an elephant's head. Makes total sense. And next up we have Chimpanzini. I can do that one. Chimpanzini. There he is. Chimpanzini. There we go. Same again. So now we move on to, I'm just trying to see if I've got some of the same stuff. There we go. Another one here. So there is another brain rot pencil case. Same again, just green. There you are. Tralilo tralal. Is this actually a language, or am I actually just saying stuff because someone's made this up and a lot of money to go with it? Anyway, that's that one. Tralalalo, tralalalala. And then we got another stack load of brain rot cards. All there ready to go. Someone's going to be really happy. And we move on to these. These are scratch note, scratch card things. These are about 99 pence each. They were really, really cheap. I've got 4 here, and it's a scratch note. It says, "Welcome to the colourful world. Do you like scraping?" It has a little scrapey tool, and you can colour in pictures. There are pictures in there. You scratch it with the tool to colour them in, yeah? I'd say there's about 8 or 10 pictures in there. They're all different styles, and they start off black. You colour them in, and you end up with pictures like these, yeah? As you can see, they are brain rot themed again. 3 and 4. There we go. So that's them. And all they weren't expensive. It says about $1.99, I think, for all or 99p, something daft. Right, and next up we have. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys this. Please do stay tuned to the end, because I know you cannot buy them in this country, right? Now, yes, it'll be an imitation, but they are anywhere between £30 and £100 in America. I'll show you them shortly. There are Italian brain rot colouring, another one, and another one, right? And there they are, little pictures in. There we go. That's that cappuccino woman again. Tung 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 saho. I'm getting to know the names now, aren't I? So there we go. That's that. There we go. That's N4. Next, we are down to our last few items. I did thought I'd ordered 3 pencil cases, so I'm hoping this is another one. Otherwise, I've got to buy another one. Yes, it is. Thank goodness for that. It must have been from a different seller, because sometimes some of them only have 1 item in stock. They're the same price across 2, 3, 4, 10 sellers, but you may have to just shop around sometimes. So there's that one. You've seen that already. Now I have 3 more items in here, and then we go for the big one. Right, I have 1, 2, 3, 6 pens. These are £1.49. Same again, brain rot characters. And they all have like little people on. I'm not going to get them out. It's just pens, but there we go. They're not multicoloured. They're just normal coloured pens, and they all have little brain rot characters on again. As is this bag. Same again. 149. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 pens. Slightly different style. Not as nice looking as the others, but the little creature people or brain rots on the top are obviously a little bit bigger. So they're quite cool. And my last one. Is that it? Yes, that is it. That's the bag. It's gone. Gone. Right, so we go on to this one. I think this is pens as well. Then we got the big prize. This was even tracked and delivered because it's not cheap. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Ah, right. So we have this here. This is face paints, different colours, and some little brushes to put it on. Because, as I said to you earlier, the Grinch does make appearances at my home and does various random things for other people around here. Like I said, if you do live locally, please hook me up, because the Grinch can come and visit you. I don't charge anything, it's just a bit of fun. But anyway, so that is face paint for the Grinch to make him more Grinch-like. Okay, so we've got the face paint and the brushes to apply them. It's a 2-second job, because the Grinch doesn't need anything really, does he? Right, now here we go. This is the big one. I almost want to do a separate short for this, but I'm not going to bother. Right, so here we go. All of you out there that like Starbucks, right, this could be really good or it could be a disappointment. This is the Starbucks Teddy mug. You know, you must have seen them. They're everywhere. And anyone that likes Starbucks would like to get one of these. Now, you can't get them in this country. I am in the UK, just in case some of you are watching overseas. Can't get them for love nor money, right? I have looked. My son wanted one. They were anywhere in the region of £100 plus to have them delivered, you know, or if they were a little bit cheaper, they were not going to get here in time for Christmas. So I took a gamble on Temu and I bought this one. Right, let's have a look. We have the straw, right, with a little bit at the end to stop it dropping down. I always thought it went that way, so you could have a really long straw and then it wouldn't come out. But does it go that way or does it go? I'm sure it goes this way to stop it falling out, but that way up. Wouldn't fall, it would fall in, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Right, so here we go. Here is the teddy bear in all its glory. Now, there are people selling these on various sites, eBay, Temu, all the others, right? But they do not have the Starbucks logo on them, yeah? So I avoided them because, yes, it looks like the real thing, but it doesn't have the Starbucks logo on it. This little beauty, though, does. There we go. Look at that. You've got the Starbucks sticker there, the Starbucks logo there, which is what is missing on so many of the others. And then you've got your instructions in. Right, even that is printed as Starbucks. So, yes, this isn't your real McCoy. You've still got a screw lid. Let's put it in. Nice fit. If I am putting the straw in the wrong way around, do please tell me. And there we go. So there it is with its hat in all its glory. Look at that. That actually does. I need to straighten his hat up a little bit. There we are. Look at that. That's amazing. And that, I can get delivered to my house within about 5 days. So if you want one, you can get one in about 5 days. Like, you can order them on Temu, but as I said, some of them don't have this bit on, it's just completely green. I managed to find one that does have it. Yeah, if you want to get one and you can't find one with that on, send me a message and I will send you a link for it. Okay, but I paid about £17 for that. Yes, it's £17. It is glass, it's proper glass. So it has the badge on the front, it has that on the front, and it has the Starbucks instructions inside, yeah? So, looking at them, it even has the Starbucks website on there. So this is, whoever makes these must make them for, or similar to, for Starbucks, because I wouldn't know the difference. Yes, see, even on the bottom, look, Starbucks are. Yeah, so that is as close as, damn it, you can get to the original Starbucks. That's not a sticker, that's actually embossed on the glass. So that is really impressive. So I'm wondering, whoever sells these actually makes the proper Starbucks ones or can get them. But that was £17, yeah? I've seen them for £20, £25, and they don't have the Starbucks label on. So that is quality. And as I said, if you want one, let me know, and I'll add the, I'll just add the link anyway, yeah? It'll be in the item description, and if you want one, go get one. Let me know what you think. But that, to me, is the best. Anyway, that now wraps up this little Christmassy haul. Will that fit in with the straw inside it? Probably not. No, I'm tempting fate. Look at that. I'm not going to leave that like that. So, yeah, so this wraps up my Temu Christmas haul. Biggest one I've done so far. I do have, as I say, at least 5, 6, 7 more to do. I'm going to try and get them all in and posted and online before Christmas. But there will come to a point where you won't be able to buy them in time for Christmas, but it can still be an idea for future gifts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around and supporting me. And you never know, you might get one of these and enjoy it. Anyway, Merry Christmas if I don't speak to you before, and see you in the next video or short.